It has been 5 years since that unspeakable tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut. You remember Sandy Hook Elementary School. Gunmen walked in, killed 20 children, 6 adults. That is the scene. And Amy, you reported from there that whole horrific weekend. You recently went back and spoke with many of the families affected.
That's right, and I have to tell you, I was nervous about this assignment. I was concerned about how I would feel sitting down with the people who had lost something that none of us could imagine.
Everything.
Yeah, what that could actually be like. I was so affected covering the story when it happened, but I walked away feeling so inspired by those people who have turned an unimaginable tragedy into an incredible mission.
Who can forget the mind-numbing horror of Newtown, Connecticut?
It is certainly so difficult here in Newtown.
The Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, where 20 young children and 6 adults were murdered 5 years ago this week. The mass shooting we hoped would be the last.
I can't imagine your reaction when you turn on the news and you see another one.
I have made a very deliberate decision to invest every fiber of my being into trying to prevent that from happening again.
Mark Barden lost his son Daniel that day. He called him his special little buddy.
My one little Daniel has, in his life, affected so many people in a positive way, but in his murder has affected, I can't even tell you.
While some parents and groups made Sandy Hook a battle cry for gun reform and an assault weapons ban, Barden co-founded the Sandy Hook Promise, a foundation whose goal is to prevent shootings and violence in schools at its root.
We are training people, students, parents, teachers, how to recognize the warning signs that people give off before they hurt themselves, before they hurt somebody else.
Can everyone in the back row hear
At this middle school assembly in Goshen, New York, students are learning different ways to reach out to each other.
Jason, nice to meet you.
And make sure that no one is isolated or alone. A remarkable and sometimes even joyful lesson born from a national tragedy. Several loved ones from Sandy Hook have made it their mission.
We know that these acts of violence are preventable, and we feel responsible to teach people how to prevent them from happening.
Nicole Hockley lost her son Dylan, who she calls her butterfly.
Being autistic, he would flap his arms up and down whenever he got excited, which was pretty much all the time. And I asked him once, "Why do you flap?" And he said, "Because I'm a beautiful butterfly."
Also killed 5 years ago, Bill Sherlock's wife, Mary, the school psychologist.
And in Mary's honor, you are trying to prevent this from happening.
We've already done it. There's been a number of school shootings that we know we've thwarted.
I imagine you probably think, what would Mary think if she saw all of this?
I hope she would be very proud. We've been given a whole lot of lemons, and we're just making a whole lot of lemonade and doing everything we can to hopefully make her proud of us, yeah.
The Sandy Hook Promise has a new eye-opening PSA which looks at seeing the signs before a shooting.
It is not a comfortable piece to watch, but you know what? Gun violence isn't comfortable.
Also, to commemorate the 5th anniversary of Sandy Hook, Sheryl Crow has written and recorded a very special song to honor those lost. With a message for those left behind to keep going.
For Dylan, I will always keep going, and to ensure that more moms and dads out there can continue to hug their kids every single night for the rest of their lives, I will keep going.
Well, you are right. They are defining inspiration.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.